Hey guys, this is House of Ramirez. You already know what's up. Out here in Atlanta representing. I have the honor of speaking to Jesus. No, I'm just playing. So I'm speaking to my brother Kerven. So you know, I just want to say he tailors to young men and older men too, just for their protection of their beard. But women are not excluded. Women can still be fashionable. Women can still come into the scene, stepping into his gear and still feel beautiful, you know? So without any more time wasted, I want to go ahead and introduce my brother, owner of Beard Guard. Many of you guys have heard of Beard Guard. Many of you guys have purchased beard guards for your beards, or young ladies for your young men that have beards. I dig it all. I love it all. I'm all about support. My brother, how you doing? How you doing today?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling today?
Man, I just feel honored. I'm like, you got to pull up on me. You got to pull up. And I'm not going to lie. You're the only person that has ever confirmed a meeting with me. I want to put that out there. I love everybody, but you're the only person that has confirmed with me before the appointment. And it's like, I'm just so thankful. You're on top of your shit. And,
Right.
People are different. It's okay. But I wanted to put that out there. You got to be courteous of people's time. Time is very valuable nowadays. But yeah, tell us who you are. Tell us where you from. Tell us more about you, about Beard Guard. We'll get into depth more about your brand, but tell us about you and how you started molding into your brand. And then that way our audience, our listeners, our viewers, and our readers can actually get a feel for who you are.
All right. Well, like you said before, my name is Kerven. I just turned 35. Owner, creator of Beard Guard, the original beard bonnet. Get that from us first. I created that. I got married with 2 kids, 2 beautiful girls. I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised in Brooklyn. Still out here. What else about me? I'm a very simple person. I don't know. I just like my music, enjoying my life. I enjoy whiskey. If anybody want to give me anything, I enjoy a good whiskey. And just living life, enjoying life, and just being around friends and family.
Yeah. You seem very down to earth. I can tell that it's not hard to hang out around you because you're just so easygoing, real cool, like too cool for school, But shout out Brooklyn in the house, Brooklyn. So
you already.
Yeah. Y'all already know what's up. So House of Ramirez, the peach went to the Big Apple. And, my family showed me so much love. And I was just like, hey, bro, when you finna pull up on House of Ramirez, it's about time, So it's due, We have to let people know that you actually have a beard bonnet for young men, for older men, for men of all ages, And not only men are buying your product. There's actually young ladies buying products for themselves and also for the men that are special in their lives. So right. I think that it's a beautiful thing that we can all come together and still protect the man's beard. We all doing it together and we're protecting the man's beard. And also we're supporting your business. I'm all about that. I'm all about coming together and supporting and pouring back into our own. So yeah. And congratulations, happy belated birthday. I didn't know. I didn't know exactly the day, but I was just like, shout out my brother. And you were like, it's actually on Wednesday. And I was just like, oh, my bad. So I didn't know exactly the day, but I was just like, yo, it's your birthday. We got to turn up. So for many of you guys, if y'all want to go ahead and hit him up in the DM, y'all already know he likes whiskey. Okay. So tell us more about Beard Guard. Tell us how we can get involved as to how to support your business, whether male or female. If we just want one for ourselves as a female, if we want to purchase one for male in our lives, or if young men are interested in protecting their beard and they're just not growing out their beard, it is COVID. You are locked in and grooming is a little So you want to go ahead and grow your beard. How do you go about protecting it? They want to dive into protecting your beard or their beard. Tell us more about it. How can we, get in tune to it? What can we do?
Right. So essentially, like I said, the beard guard is the original beard bonnet, but it's a I like to call it a multi-purpose beard grooming product. So, and the reason why I say multi-purpose because it's not just to wear it and protect your beard. You could wear it while you're eating, while you're cooking, in the snow, in the rain. If you don't want to get your beard wet, especially now during COVID. I didn't even think about it initially myself, but other people started doing it. They just started wearing the beard guard as their mask because all you have to do is pull it up. I could show y'all real quick.
Yes, please. And what are the varieties of colors that you have? Do you do any customs? I know I got a custom one, but I'm just asking you for the audience to hear. I got mine. It's custom made. It got my logo on it. It was very clean. It was very beautiful because it had that silky interior. So you can tell that, my makeup wasn't going to be all over the place. And it kept my skin very, very smooth. It wasn't like a cloth face mask that just stuck to your face and you were shit out of luck. It just was on your face perfectly. It was smooth. I used it as a face mask. When I travel, that's what I do. It has my logo right in front of it. It's custom made. But can you tell us about the varieties that you have and how can we go about ordering a custom made beard guard or just a multi-purpose beard bonnet?
Well, we do have them. In a lot of colors. So I have all the solid colors: black, red, blue. I have green, brown, yellow, navy blue, white. I have like an army green as well. And then we have them with these patterns. We have the different prints, the African prints. So with these, if anybody is interested in these, we have different ones. But I'm gonna tell you right now, once they're sold out, there is no guarantee that I can get these patterns again. So if you want it, you see it, my suggestion to you is just grab it because once it's gone, I can't promise you I'll find it again. So for the most part, these are exclusive. These are exclusive for the most part. Because once they're sold out, they're sold out. So with these, also the reason why they're called a bonnet, like you said, the inside, they all come with satin lines on the inside. I just like the different patterns just to give people options because I know I like options to choose from. So I just decided to start doing them like that with different ones. So yeah, they all come lined with satin. What the satin does is it helps keep your beard protected. It helps keeps your products inside of your beard. So once you get out your showers, you apply your products into your beard. You just grab one, you put it on, and all the products that you just put into your beard, now they will stay sealed into your beard and keep your beard moisturized. The moisture from your showers, the water, that will stay in your beard as well. There's nowhere for it to go. There's no another way to really think about it is if you want to hang something out to dry, you leave it out to dry and that air that's circulating will hit it and it's going to dry out the clothes or whatever after you wash it. It's the same thing, same concept with your beard. Once you step out, you're walking around, you go outside or whatever, that air is coming in and that's drying out your beard and all the products. So you use a beard guard and it seals all that moisture in. There's nothing hitting it, it's protected. Also allows your products to be able to spread evenly throughout your beard from the root to the tip. So it helps make your beard more manageable, easier to maintain it, easier to comb through it. So you can wear it while you're eating if you want to make sure that, if you decide you want to eat some barbecue wings or something, you don't want no barbecue sauce in your beard or no pizza crumbs or some sandwich or anything like that in your beard. So the beard guard on, everything will be on your guard. That's on the downside to it, but your beard will stay clean. You won't have those problems anymore. It's perfect if you like me, I'm out here in New York City, in Brooklyn. So when it's cold and it's windy out here, that wind kills my beard. It's like as soon as I step outside, everything I just did just killed my beard entirely. So it's perfect for those windy days also. So if you live in a city like that with that type of climate, it's perfect over there. So now you don't have to worry. You know that you put this on, you go outside, your beard is protected, you have nothing to worry about. You get to wherever you're going, you can take it off, comb out your beard real quick, and look brand new and looks official.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you can also wear it when you cook it. I know a couple of chefs, and I know a butcher who has one. I know a chef, a couple of people in the food industry that they've purchased so they could wear these at work instead of the regular nets. They wear these at work instead because, again, it seals in that moisture, so your beard is staying healthy, your beard is good. On top of you following safety protocols as well. Or I know people who wear it mowing the lawn. They wear it to the beach. So many different reasons. Like there are things I haven't even thought about. I know somebody who I don't have a bike. I don't have a bike, but I know people who wear it on they're riding their bike outside. They wear it for that reason as well. They love it for that reason specifically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know, when you're in New York, I got that feel for that salty air, you know?
Right.
Um, and you already know salt just kind of like scrunches up things. It absorbs the moist. So if you have a beard, if you're in a big city like that and you are affected by the climate, y'all got to go ahead and just protect your beard. You can't just be walking out here with a brittle beard and not take care of it, you know. At that point, it's like, why have a beard if you're not upkeeping it? But yeah, and I did see the custom made beard guards. I was just like, them patterns are so beautiful and they are first come, first serve. I will tell you that because I was like, oh, do you have nope, sold out. I was like, damn it. I was like, fuck it. So he was like, I could make you a custom made one. And I said, all right, I'll sign up for that one. But there was a specific one. I was just like, I want this one. He was like, nope. And I was just like, dang. But lesson learned, you know, guys, don't learn from my mistakes. Don't walk in my footsteps. Learn from my mistakes. If you see something you like on his website, you definitely have to copy it. Don't wait. Without hesitation, others are like, yo, this is new. This is nice. I want this to my collection. And they're not hesitant. So you shouldn't be hesitant either. Jump on the shit as soon as you see it because it's first come, first serve exclusive. And you already know how House of Ramirez gets down. We're all about exclusive. So yeah, get with the program, guys. Get with the program. So I want to ask you, like, you know, when you were rolling out with Beard Guard, um, like what was the public's response? I want to know, like, how was that journey, like just wanting to do that, doing it, and then the public's response to you doing it? Like, I want to know that.
Right. Um, that oh man, that's a funny story. So yeah, that's a real funny story. So what happened was when I first decided to come out with the product, everybody who I presented it to, everybody laughed. Every single person laughed, and then I really explained it to them. So actually, the first one, the very first one that I had made, it doesn't even have the satin lining. It's just straight cotton. So the original purpose behind it was just, for eating and everything like that. There's somebody who I presented it to, who I ended up meeting. They just like they love the idea, and they say, "Yo, you could just have these with the satin on the inside." And they actually made, I think, four of them for me. They made four for me with the satin on the inside, and that's how they just stayed that way. Um, but everybody that I showed it to, they laughed until I explained the purpose of it. Then they were just like, "Oh, okay, you know what? That makes sense," because it's not something that people think about. There are people who are now customers who laughed originally when I came out with it, who was like, "Yo, that's a piece of shit. I don't need all that." But then, as time continued, they realized, like, you know what? I actually do need that. They realize the purpose of it and how helpful it can be. So, and even to this day, people still, they still talk shit about it. They want to laugh, ridicule, but none of it bothers me. None of it ever bothers me, and I don't really care. There are people who see me because I remember when I first debuted it. When I first debuted it, it was for me. It was like I was actually just trying to test it out. I wasn't even trying to put it out there yet. It was the summer of, let's say, 2017. I debuted it in Curl Fest in I think it was like around 2017. Have you ever been to Curl Fest?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I know they did one in Atlanta, I believe in 2019 they did it in Atlanta. That was their first year doing it out there. Um, I'll definitely plug you in with the stage and everything. But yeah, I
Okay.
debuted it at Curl Fest. So Curl Fest, what it is just like a celebration of natural hair of black. I'm gonna say I don't care. Of black women and their natural hair, all women with their natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
It I believe it just started off as just like a kickback, a hangout with the women, and then it just grew into a big thing that they do in Prospect Park, where they basically like have this whole section of the park to themselves, and it's just like a big thing where they have so many sponsors. It's like so many people come out for it. It's a great event, wonderful event. The vibe there is one of the best. I always try to explain it as just one big picnic that everybody goes to. You can bring your food there and drinks and just hang out. But it's a dope event. So I debuted it there because for me, I figured, all right, this is probably a perfect place to show it off. And it was my first time going there also. So I just wore it there, and it was mixed responses. I know I spoke about the negatives, but there were people who were receptive to it as well. So when I debuted it there, a lot of women, mainly, they kept running down to me. It was like, oh, yo, that's dope. Where'd you get that? Oh, how can I get one? I want to get it for my boyfriend. Oh, I want to get that for my brother. Oh, can I get it for my cousin? And it's just like, I'm like, damn, I didn't even release these yet. I just wanted to see how the people would react to it. And so many people wanted it and everything. So I just told them like, yo, it's coming out soon. It's coming out soon. But I didn't even know how they was coming out. I didn't even have anybody to make them for me yet or anything. So I actually ended up meeting a seamstress there at the event who I worked with at first, but then that relationship fell apart. Then I met two other seamstresses, and I started working with them. So now I have actually, I want to say like factory. It's not really factory made, but I have someone who has like a larger operation where it's not just him making it. He has a team of people that makes it for with him and everything. So it's easier and it's cost effective for me to do it that way. So yeah, once I got that such a great positive response when I was out there, I decided to just go forward with it and really release the product. You know, there were people there who were talking, they were talking shit and laughing, they didn't fully understand the scope of it. But my focus always remained on positive and just the people who were receptive of it. And I was like, this is gonna sell. This is gonna be this is gonna be a thing. People are gonna buy this. And it happened. And it happened.
Yeah. And for many of our entrepreneurs listening, I take that myself too. So when you initially have a vision, okay, so I tell people there's sight and there's vision. So sight is something that everybody can see, everybody can touch and make sense of it, right?
Right.
Vision is actually something, it's being that oracle in your family that you can see something in the future and know that even though it's non-tangible right now, it's just an idea, you can birth it into reality. And people are going to hate because they have sight, but
Right.
you did the right thing. You kept your head on right, you stood your ground, you stayed grounded, and you blocked out the negative and you focused on the positive because you saw the beauty, you saw the vision. And in long term, that is what has sustained you, the positivity of your mindset. So all entrepreneurs right now listening, including myself, I take that. Don't let the BS, the shit people be talking about around you bring you down. It's normal to tend to listen to it. Sometimes we're like, damn, but shake it off. If you haven't mastered the skill of just having tunnel vision and mentally flicking people off, just start by shaking the shit off, because when you have that journey, that purpose that you're put on this earth to do, and it's greatness, a collaboration, how would I say, a collaboration to bring into the community to help our community, that's purpose. So when you have that, you definitely need that mindset of blocking people out when they're talking negatively. So I want to applaud you for that shit. It's not
Thank you.
easy. It's not easy, trust me. But it's doable, and i.e. exhibit A for greatness. You're here today and you rocking
Right.
and rolling and you doing your thing. Now something else I did want to say is, the evolution of a service or a product. So you started off with all cotton. Then it went into satin lining in the inside, which
Right.
I'm very fond of. The evolution, you gotta, as an entrepreneur, you gotta embrace the growing steps, So I love that. And I also loved how when you came to Atlanta, the first one was in Atlanta, correct?
No.
Curl
For
Fest?
for Curl Fest, no. I went to. It was in Brooklyn, right here in Brooklyn.
Oh, it was in Brooklyn. Nice,
It was
nice.
right here in
You said
Brooklyn.
it's been in Atlanta before. Oh, okay.
Right.
So
They did one in Atlanta. They just started branching out into Atlanta. So
I
I know they
love
did
that.
one out there. I didn't go to that one. So hopefully, once the world opens back up again, and if they do go out there again, I want to be able to go out to Atlanta as well.
Yes, yes. You do know Atlanta is like the Black Mecca.
It is, and I actually been to Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta. Um,
Really?
I haven't. All right. So here's what happened. What's the company called? We Buy Black. Did that
Yes.
implementation
Yes.
when they did their convention out there, right?
Mhm.
Um, I said I was gonna go. Initially, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna go out there. I want to vend." Then I was looking at the prices. Then I really started thinking about, my damn, I gotta get the plane tickets, the hotel room, products, and all that. Like, nah, I'll catch it another next time. So what ended up happening was one of my competitors popped up. So I had a competitor who popped up selling some similar product. Um, and I was like, all right, I ain't really care. I wasn't stressing over it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I was a little upset. I'm like, you competitor, you the op. That's how I'm looking at you. Like, all right, but it was whatever. Then I saw that they were gonna vend out at the event. I was like, nah, I gotta vend there too. Nah. So I was ready to purchase a table, but everything was sold out. I said, nah, I'm gonna still go out there. I don't care. I'm gonna still go out there. So I called my boy. I'm like, yo, we going to Atlanta, bro. Called my boy Mello, one of my photographers. I'm like, yo, we going to Atlanta. He's like, all right. And then
Mhm.
we ended up going. We went to the event and everything. I had it on. That's another thing that I do. Wherever I go, I'm wearing my beard guard. If it's a big, big event, I'm wearing my beard guard in the
Mhm.
building. I don't care if I'm at a party or wherever I'm at. I'm wearing my beard guard. And so if you see me wearing it, don't ask me why, because everybody always asks me why, and my response to them is, if I wasn't wearing it, would you know about it? I'm like, nah. I'm like, exactly why I'm wearing it. Yeah, it's not made to be wear at an event, but it's my product. I have to promote my product. I am my
Mhm.
brand. Like, I have to make sure the world knows about it. So I'm gonna do what I have to do so you can know about it. I'm gonna look as stupid as I want to look. I don't care, but at least you know about the product now.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I was at the event. I wore it, and I was just walking around. I walked around the entire event with it on the whole time. Was talking to everybody. Everybody was so interested. I made a lot of great contacts while I was there as well. Um, and we were just talking about it. And then I ended up running into the competitor. I got to their table, and we actually spoke. We chopped it up. He was a good dude. When I actually went and looked at their site was down. I guess that didn't work out for them. But yeah, he was actually a good dude, real cool. We was just talking, chopping it up, and it was something that my partner had said to me when we was out there. He was just like, "Yo, you don't see Nike and Adidas beef with each other. They still making their sales. They still making their money. It's all
Mhm.
sneakers. So you can still thrive, even though y'all competitors. You can still thrive together in the industry because
Mhm.
people will support whoever they want to support. They'll support both if they want to support both.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
that's how
that's
that goes."
true. That's true. And I love that story. And I'm gonna be honest. So I've had the honor of working with like BT and Essence in the Village Market
Mm-hmm.
here in Atlanta. So I will throw this out there as a little gem, which you ended up finding it out, instead of purchasing a table first round, what you need to do is just pop up. And then it gives you the liberty of walking around and talking to all customers and also other vendors. And then the second
Right.
event, because typically it's like a 2 or 3 day event, unless it's like a really big one day. And then that way you save your money, you know, and you get the opportunity to carry around with your product either in your book bag or your luggage or your work bag, and then
Right.
have the opportunity to move freely instead of stationed in one area, which
One
there's
area.
nothing wrong with just stationed in one area if you already got the flow and you already got the connects like that. But if you're coming into a new city and you're just trying to get a feel for it, the first day just kind of just navigate on that, and you save money and you have better opportunity because you're talking to everybody moving, not just people that
Right.
are drawn to you. So yeah, I love that. um
And
but yeah.
I'm sorry, before you continue, the one thing I wanted to say, we were saying earlier, I just wanted to say to all the entrepreneurs out there, like, the one thing that you really do need, you got to have tough skin in this industry. If you decide to start a business, you have to have tough skin. You can't let the naysayers let you down. You can't just be discouraged. I mean, things happen. Things happen. I look at failure as a lesson. Don't look at it as, yeah, you fucked up, but you can't just focus on that part. There's a lesson in that failure. There's a lesson for you to learn, something that you got to take from this so that you can improve. I made a lot of mistakes, and I could have just said, fuck this, I ain't doing it anymore. And I've said it. I ain't doing this shit over. But then somebody always ends up reaching out to me like, yo, I love the product. It's so great. It works so well. Yo, keep doing your thing. And I'm like, all right, I guess I can't stop, you know.
Right.
And I just kept going because it's hard. It really is hard. People will talk bad about you. People will come at you. People will try to attack you, attack the product, and have something to say. But you can't be discouraged. You have to. It's like you said. You got to have the fight. You got to, don't focus on what's happening now. Know what your purpose is. Know what it is that you're really trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and focus on that. So regardless of what people are saying, regardless of how people feel, you can still, push through and do what you got to do.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
You do need a tough skin. You definitely do. Either people are going to compete with you or people are going to talk about you, and you just got to be able to not address it because some people just don't need a response. And that's what
Right.
we're not taught all the times, but it's okay. We got to learn that some people, you just smile, when they're being like that. Other people, you might say something to, you got it, it's okay, doesn't bother me. Stop the
Right.
negativity right there. Don't bring it over here. You good, you got it. And
Right.
some people just deserve no response. Don't respond to shit. Just let it go. Roll it off your shoulders. And that's something we have to learn as entrepreneurs because people will come for you. And it's just a
They
given.
will.
You're putting yourself in a spotlight, right? You're putting yourself in a lane of spotlight, and you just got to be able to navigate through it as you keep going forward. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very true. People like, and the one thing, like you said, you have to learn to just let it go. I had to start doing that myself because when I first started running the ads and everything, there was so many people coming and saying they always had something to say, and I always had a response. I always had a clap back for them, and I've had people block me and everything. It's like, you started with me. How you mad at me? You came attacking my product. I'm defending my product and my brand. Like, I'm not gonna let you just talk. Nah, we could do this. I got jokes. You got jokes. I got jokes too. We could do this all day. What you want to do? I got no problems with it. And anybody who knows me, they'll tell you, yeah, I got jokes. You could do this all day. I have no problems. So I've done it, but I've learned to just like whatever. I ain't entertaining this, and I just let it go. I've had to just start doing that. I'm not even entertaining you right now. But if you catch me in one of my moves, we're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah. Trust me, I totally dig it. Sometimes, especially like on social media, there's times where people will retaliate to something I said on somebody else's page, and it's like, you're not worth my time. I'm so busy. It becomes to the point where, as an entrepreneur, you have so much to do. You are so busy that shit does not phase you no more. You're just like, all right, whatever. So it's like, I don't need to block you. You don't need to block me at this point. Just leave me the fuck alone. If I don't respond, I'm not engaging. You're fighting with yourself. So
Exactly.
yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember somebody else that I know, they do they have this whole thing that they do where they like do steaming for your beard and the massages and everything. You get the facial peel, all that stuff. They do that. So they had ran an ad, but then people started talking shit on their ad, and they got upset, hit me up like, "Yo, look what this guy said," and I'm like, all right, where is it at? Tag me. I'm a handle it. Like I said, I got the joke, so I go back and forth with whoever. She's like, no, I just deleted it and just stopped running the ad. I'm like, that had me upset. I'm like, nah, you can't just stop running the ad because somebody has something negative to say. Because if anything, a lot of people like that. What they also do is they'll share it. They'll share it. So even though they're sharing it in a negative way, you still getting that spotlight on your business. You know, because somebody else, even though they're trying to be negative, somebody else might see and be like, yo, that's dope. I like that. And now you just gained a customer. You know, that's why I also say you got to have tough skin in this game, because people will come for you. They will say whatever they got to say and try to get under your skin. Some people just do it literally to get a response from you.
Yeah, they forget we're human though. Oh, I'm gonna
right.
come for your ass, and people expect, oh, you're a brand. You can't curse. You can't shit in me. Catch me outside. The address is.
Oh, nah, I'm with it. I'm with all the shit.
Yeah.
I'm with all the shit. You see me in person, we can do this online. I don't care. Don't even matter to me.
Yo, zone 6. Y'all already know. But yeah, we're human, and that's what people fail to realize. We're human, and yeah, they'll try to get a response. You gonna get it if it's a good day. If it's a really good day, and I really got time for that shit, all right, let's go with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's like we're at the point. It's like, yeah, whatever. What a nuisance. Yeah, But it will turn into something positive if they go out and reshare and be like, yo, look at this. Yo, it becomes an opportunity. So even though it's something negative, it'll turn into something positive. So big ups to, telling your friend to keep pushing, because in reality is the more you push, you're going to eventually bump into people that will become loyal customers. So don't ever give up. So that's key. So I want to ask you, with, as an entrepreneur, just endeavoring life, because we all go through life the same way. We wake up, we're born, we live life, and then we die, right? And then throughout those 3 steps, we get married, have kids, have a business, grow older, just we all go through life in those exact same steps, just differently. So in the process of you living life and flourishing into a successful entrepreneur, what do you think would make this world a better place? Like, what would we have to do as individuals to be living in a better situation?
But I think it's a couple of things. One, I feel like people have to be more open-minded and understand that it's not just you, as far as like, because I know a friend of mine who everything he thinks about and he judges is just on his scope, on how he see things, instead of just on how other people see things. Because not everybody takes everything the same way. There are people who move differently. There are people who feel differently. So I feel like we have to be more open-minded. We have to realize that everybody handles things differently. We have to be able to really just understand each other. Understand that how you might take something is not how the next person is going to take it. Everybody could take things differently. Once we understand into other people's feelings, and we're a bit more open-minded to really to really understand things instead of just judging it, then we'll be in a better place, as well as being able to let go of the things that we were taught as we were growing up. There are things that, there are certain ways that we are conditioned to think. People don't realize that we are conditioned to think a certain way. And as you get older, if you realize it, you'll tend to leave those things behind you and move on with your life and progress. So we have to realize that, like, the way we are taught to think is not how we have to stay that, but we don't have to keep thinking this way. We can open our minds and be more open to other things and to other people.
Yeah, I agree. So when it comes to being open-minded, it ties into being conditioned to think a certain way. So, I will agree with you on that, because a lot of times we pick up habits and ways of thinking that our parents were given by our great grandparents or our great 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 parents, and they were
Right,
just in that survival mode to look down, close your mouth, don't say nothing, do your job. And is
exactly.
not like that no more. We're speaking up and it's okay. And we're doing things that our ancestors dreamt of doing. So
Right,
it's a different era and we have to adapt. And a lot of older generations, they can't get past that hump because they don't have that mindset to open up their mind
right,
to be exposed to something new. They just can't get over that hump. And that's where
right,
we're breaking generational curses. It ties into actually being healed. We have to learn that the way we've been doing certain things, not all things, but certain things, we have been learned to do this to fight, to keep struggling in this whole system of things. And when we start realizing certain things we gotta let go, we're healing. And when we heal, we give our next generation a better way of life, a better way of doing things. We have
exactly.
went over that threshold, over that hump, and give the next generations of our bloodlines a better opportunity. And not just our own, but when we pour into our communities and we do events or we give back or even dropping gems, we're pouring that positive, that healing back into our community so we can help others, because there's so many other people whose family doesn't see the opportunity to grow, to expand mentally, physically. And we tend to be healers. We tend to grow, evolve, and be healers, and not just for our own, but for the whole community. So I think it
Right.
plays a big part of being open minded. A lot of things, not all, we tend to not realize at first that they're bad tendencies until we start navigating in entrepreneurship. We're like, well, I've been doing this for so long. Maybe if I do it this way, it'll change. And when we start changing things, that's when greatness happens. Change is
Right.
not a bad thing, you know?
It's not.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So I want to ask you, like, what great pieces of advice do you have for our up and coming entrepreneurs? And typically, I would say our youth, but entrepreneurs come in all sizes and all ages, especially right now in Rona season, and you know that to be a fact. So for our
Yeah.
older heads, for our young folk, for everybody in between, what pieces of advice do you have directly to them?
Um, I would say, I would say, just never give up. Don't ever give up. If you know what you want to do, go ahead and do it and make it happen. And actually, here's what I want everybody to do when you're first starting out. Because I know everybody thinks that, oh, you just come out with a dope product and boom, everything starts. It doesn't work that way. Everything takes time. Everything happens at its own pace and at its own time. So you got to have patience. Have to have patience, and don't be afraid to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your business, in your product, in your brand. You have to, and it's hard work. I know people think that, oh, I'm gonna start a business and I get to chill. I ain't gonna lie, that's what I thought too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have my business going and I get to relax. I ain't gotta do nothing. Nah, you actually do more work when you're an entrepreneur than as opposed to working for someone. Because once you clock out of work, you're done with work. Unless there are people who take work home with them. But for the most part, once you're done with work, you're done with work. That's it. There are other things behind the scenes that has to happen for your business to flow effortlessly. And so that's where all your work comes in. So you got to do all of this. Like a lot of people don't get it. Like I do all my ads. I do the shipping. Well, I don't make the beer guards, but I personally go and get the fabric. I buy the fabric personally. I bring it to the person personally. I pick them up personally. Then I wash them myself. I wash everything. No detergent because I know people, some people have sensitive skin. I don't use any detergent. I just wash them because I like the way the fabric feels, Corona to keep things clean and everything. That's why I wash everything. I put the logos on myself. I put the elastic in myself. I make, we got beard oils and the butters and the spray. I make all of that myself. We have body butters now. I made that myself on top of having a family and everything. So it's a lot of work. It's not easy. At some point, you'll be able to hire a team to do things for you and to help you out. And I can't wait to be able to do that myself. But in the meantime, you got to enjoy the process also. Enjoy the process, enjoy what you're doing, how everything's flowing. Don't, yes, it's work, but don't just think of it as work. You got to have fun with it. You got to love what you do. If you don't love what you're doing and you're mad every time you got to do it, you're probably in the wrong field. Find something else to do, because I can't say I don't hate the process. I mean, sometimes it's a lot of work and a lot of stuff to do and trying to balance life on top of that. But I still enjoy the process of that. Once you see the end result and it's like, yeah, I did that. It's a great feeling. So,
yeah.
so I tell everybody, just be patient and you got to work hard and don't expect immediate success, even if it seems like somebody just came out with their thing and then they just gained success immediately. Nah, they probably, I forgot the name of the company, but there's another company who somebody was telling me about it. It's like, they just came out and they made this much money as soon as they released it. I'm like, okay. And they were upset behind it, but I didn't care. Like, I did that. That's cool. That's good for you. I looked at it as motivation. Like, I got to grind harder. But now realizing that person had a background in marketing and social media, and, doing the ads for people, they did that already. So they knew how to run ads on social media to get people to see their brand and for them to push like that. So that's all it was, is that they did this for like 5-10 years, I think. I don't remember. But they was doing it for years. They were running ads for years for other companies. So once they did theirs, they knew what to do. They knew how to target their ads. So that's my advice to everybody, man. Just don't give up. Keep pushing and work hard always.
Yeah, always. Straight up. But yeah, I would second that. You definitely have to have a love for the passion, or love and passion for the purpose. So, yeah, if, like you said, if you don't feel that nudge of keep moving, keep doing, and walking in your purpose, you probably in the wrong field, because it's a everyday thing. I read something the other day when it was like, it's they be an entrepreneur, they said, and then it had regular job 9 to 5, and then it said entrepreneur. It was 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and people were like, wait, what? Like, it's a 24-hour all day, every day, nonstop.
Right.
Yeah. But it.
Oh, no, because I was say, because even if you're not working, like, because there'll be times I'm just out somewhere, or I'm watching a movie or something, and then just see something, I'm like, that's a dope idea. I wonder how I could incorporate that. Like, my mind is always on the business, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at. Like, my mind is always on business, and how can I incorporate this into my brand and into my business? How could I, like, I'm taking ideas from everything.
Yeah, it's an evolution. It's an evolution, a way of life. So when I tell people, when you become an entrepreneur and you find your niche, you find that thing that you love to do, it's not a job. It becomes a way of life. Like you said, you want to merge and incorporate everything you see that is great into your brand. So you're constantly thinking, you're constantly working, you're constantly doing something to benefit your company that in turn helps the community. So yeah, big ups to that. But how I get down at H.O.R. I'm all about putting the spotlight on individuals that are actually doing the damn thing. So we're putting the spotlight on you, but now I'm giving you the how would I say, the light bulb to put the spotlight on people in your corner. So I always do a H.O.R. shout out at the end. I want to know who you want to shout out at the end, like who has been in your corner held you down even when motherfuckers are talking sideways? Like, who has been there to back you up, your tribe? Let's, this is the time.
No, there's so many people, so many people. And before I go into that, I just want to say, I've always said this since I started my business. I've just been blessed. I have been blessed, like with the people around me, the people that I've met, people that I've ran into, and it's just been like everybody just comes. And I'm like, yo, I'm thankful for everybody. But it's just so many people. First, of course, my wife, for her patience and for dealing with my craziness. I know she gets tired of me. She's just like, I seen a meme about it who said that if you're dating an entrepreneur, you're not, you become like a personal assistant, stylist, and all that. And she really has been that for me. She's helped me out so much in so many ways behind the scenes. And like I really appreciate her for that. So many ideas that she has given me. So she's really been there. So love you. Thank you for everything. After that, my team, my guys, I call the Beer Guard family, my brothers. Because it's fun. When I first started, I was like, they had just started a group called Keep It Cool. So it was one photographer, two models. Well, one of the models, he was also like a creative director, and my other boy, he would do styling and everything as well. So that's just how they started, and it was just like, and they all have beards. So I'm like, yeah, I already got the photography and the model, and I got this product. Yo, we all work together. Let's just do that. So I presented everything to them, and they're one of the people I was talking about earlier. They laughed. They laughed at the product, but they saw the vision, and they just been with me since the beginning. We've always been working together, and they've always supported and pushed me. So shout out to all of them. My photographer, Mello, appreciate you, brother. Follow him on Instagram, Mello Drama, and that's M3LL0 Drama. Creative director, my brother Shamel. I am Noah Shamel. The stylist, Terrence, I appreciate him for everything. And then we just, and it's funny because it started with us four, and the team actually grew. We have about 8 people now on the team. People hit me up like, yo, I'm gonna work with you, and I'm like, all right, cool. So my brother David, he's also a photographer. I am David J. Hall. My brother Shane, Will, Jordan, follow Stack in Silence. He for some stock tips and everything. And they've all been there. Appreciate all of them. Gianna from Avid Swim. Her a big shout out because when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no clue because I knew nothing about this industry, this world, and how to do things. I knew nothing about it. So I was just sitting here like, all right, let me find somebody to make the product. And I'm like, wait, what are they even making? When I thought about it, like I know what I want to do, but I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm over here. I didn't know what I was Googling something online. I didn't even know what I was Googling, trying to find people to make stuff and everything. So then I just said, let me reach out to her, get some advice. And she gave me some tips. She gave me some tips on what to do and how to start. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like I didn't even know I have 3 fabric stores by my house. I didn't even know they were there. I had not a clue. Anything about buying fabric, having a sample made. I know nothing about that. So that's how it all started off. So you definitely want to check out Gianna Avid Swim. She can sell swimsuits. Started out with just women. Now she got men's swimming trunks, and she got some other products as well that's out now. Who else? My mentor, Neela. She, if I had any questions about anything, she was right there helping me out, pushing me, really helped me started everything, and to build a brand and to build a business, and really appreciated with that. Who else? Just everybody who supported me. Got You got Nell. Follow Elite Elements. That's my homegirl Nell. She goes, well, we just created a whole nother team with just the entrepreneurs and everything. But she sell like lifestyle stuff. Just she got the sage, Palo Santo, Florida water. She just added crystals to her store as well. Um, is big on positivity and also very helpful with building a brand as well. And that's with everything. Um, Everybody who's modeled for me, I appreciate all of you guys. Who was it? Farisha. I can't remember everybody's name. Simone. Um, my bro Rock. Damn, it was so many people. I'm sorry, I can't remember everybody's name off the top of my head. Don't think I forgot about you. I didn't forget about you if I didn't say your name. I really appreciate all of you. Um, who else? Christine, one of the first photographers that I had who worked with me. Excuse me. Yeah, that was one of the first photographers we had who was working with me. Dope photographer. Her photography is amazing. I really appreciate her all her hard work and just believing in me and pushing me as well. Who else? Yeah, that's all everybody I can remember right now off the top of my head. You know, those are people who really helped me out with everything, starting out and was just there in my corner and pushed me. And from the beginning to now, and people that I met along the way who's been helping me out as well. Shout out to Kel Spencer, dope brother, good dude, very inspirational dude right there. He Because of him, I met a lot of people. I could say that also. I met a lot of people. So he's a very, very good dude. I believe that's everybody right there. Shout out to my mom just for giving birth to me. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Shout out to mom. Shout out to your wife. Shout out to your baby girls, to everybody in your corner. You know, your success is endless, especially when you acknowledge your tribe. You're very humble, and also you're very hardworking, and you have tunnel vision, and that's going to get you very far, bro. Very, very far. So I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud of you. I'm very proud to call you my brother. You already know you got family down here in Atlanta.
Appreciate that.
Yup. So yeah, it's not the first time you finna come on my show. So I just want to go ahead and let everybody know. You can find him on social media. Reach out to him. His product is amazing. He does have body butters too. Where can we find you on social media?
Oh yeah, I'm on all social media. I just created a TikTok, I believe. I don't know how exactly it works yet, but I guess you can just type in beer guard. You should be able to find us there. I got nothing up yet. I'm gonna learn how to navigate through TikTok. But Instagram is beard guard, or one word. Facebook beard guard, that's two words. On Twitter, it's it's beard_guard on Twitter. That's our social media handles. Website is thebeardguard.com. Also, I'm sorry, I got one more shout out. I want to shout out you, House of Ramirez. I appreciate you. I believe we met through Net Gold, right? Through
Yes, we
Net Gold,
did.
we met.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
brother Michael. Shout out to
yeah.
him and his wife.
Oh man,
Yeah.
definitely shout out to him. I like he inspires me also big time. He really does. Um, yeah, but shout out to you because just your whole energy, spirit, everything about you is dope. And I like that about you. Very, very, very good person. But yeah, like you mentioned, we got the body butters. This one is I don't know, if you have to really see it. This one is a pineapple coconut scent. This is one of everybody's favorites right here. And then we got the mango. We got the mango. And then this is called Sherbet. And that's the scent profile for this is bay rum and coconut. And for those wondering what that word means, the French word, I went back to my roots in this because I'm Haitian. So I went back to my roots with that one. And what that basically means is just to identify somebody who dresses well, who looks well, who just, you see them like, oh, you look good, Sherbet. Like, it's a compliment. So that's what that scent profile is. The bay rum and the coconut smells amazing. And we got the beard refresher. We use a spray right here. So this you could use just to touch up your beard real quick. Throughout, you can use this throughout the day or straight out the shower. To add the beard refresher spray. We got our beard oil. Everything is handmade by me right here. And we got the beard butter. Yeah.
Yeah. So you already heard. If you know somebody that needs it, you just trying to show love. If you are somebody that needs it and you just need the product, go ahead, dive into his website. He has all his products on there. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate that. I just like being able to give the spotlight to entrepreneurs. And yeah, so guys, y'all have his social media and his website. There's no reason why your man or any man should be walking out there with a brittle beard. We have the products to take care of that. So, So without any more time taken from your busy schedule, from your beautiful family and busy company, I want to thank you. And until next time, we'll go ahead and chop it up some more.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Be good out there. All right.
You too. Bye. Make sure to follow House of Ramirez on all social media platforms.